Hey, you guys. I think I might have bit off more than I can chew today. So, if you're tuning in live, this might be the only way to see this, because I might delete this. Okay, so I said that I wanted to talk about what is the line between, hey, Danny, I think I bit off more than I can chew for this, but we're live, we're doing it. Okay, so I want to talk about what is the line between compassion and this psychic or spiritual codependency. And I'm sharing this because I have the experience that when something's really present for me, it seems like there's someone out there that it also connects with. And I'm also sharing it as part of my own healing and processing. So I'm going to be really direct because otherwise I think I'll get lost in euphemisms and trying to make my point. So I've been thinking about responsibility. Like, what is my side of the street? What is my responsibility? I can't take on the psychic stuff of other people or fight their spiritual battles for them. If I do, I'm actually depriving myself of whatever I need to work on and distracting myself with other people's problems. And ultimately, what I realize, also depriving the other person. And I'm also working on freeing myself from old stories and the past and things that no longer serve me. And so there is, there's a person that is no longer in my life, but who I was once very close to and who endured sexual trauma throughout their adolescence. And I knew this person as an adult. I was not present during the adolescence, but the protection and nurturing of children and the flowering into adulthood, these are topics that are really moving for me. So when I learned this about this other person, I was super, super affected by it. And I think that's very healthy and normal. We should all be filled with rage and sadness that these sorts of things happen in the world. And let alone to know the pain that someone that you are close to has endured during such a sensitive and formative time in their life. Of course, we feel and we care about that. And for me, this exploration of compassion and codependency, it's where is the line between empathy and compassion and being a source of empowerment for another person? How can we accompany each other down the path of healing and wholeness without turning it into a whole other mess and trying to take on their problems? Because I think those of us who are by nature empathetic and nurturing, we may not articulate it because it sounds a little cuckoo if you actually say it, but on some level, we want to take on the pain of other people. It's let me take this. Let me take this burden from you. Sorry, my phone's blowing up. Let me take this on so that you don't have to feel it, or let me heal it for you because maybe I don't think you're capable of healing it yourself. And these things are just kind of cuckoo nuts, but we do it. We take on the psychic pain. And so I realized that even though this person is no longer in my life, I still cry for this childhood version of this person when I wasn't even there and didn't even know them. And I just realized I'm still carrying this. Hey, Phyllis, I'm still carrying this projection. I don't even know what this person feels at this point in their life, but I have my feelings about it. I realize I'm still carrying this projection of pain for them, and I'm still trying to heal this adolescent from the 80s when it's just so not something I can do. All I can do is pray for them and try to be active in creating a world where these things don't happen and healing my own stuff. So I was working through this, sort of being my own therapist this morning and praying and meditating on it. And I thought, okay, this projection of this person's pain, I reject. Like, I no longer accept this psychic responsibility that I have invented for this person. I reject. I no longer accept this psychic pain for this other person. And part of me felt very resistant. It was like, but what about that little person? What about that little person that needs you to protect them or heal them? And I realized, perhaps, I don't know, and I'd be interested in what your experience or thoughts are, but perhaps on some spiritual level, me carrying around this pain that I have assumed is taking away the opportunity for the one person, that one adult version of that adolescent, to fully heal and address it themselves. And that is the only place, that's the only person who can actually do that, you know? So yeah. So it's an interesting way to look at, like, when we think that we're just like such bleeding hearts, like, yes, the world needs compassion and fierceness, but also we have to let other people have the dignity and honor of, like, fully having their stuff so that they can heal it and they can deal with it, and we can work on being fully healed in our stuff. So those are my thoughts about what's the dynamic and what's the line between compassion and this psychic or spiritual codependency. So this is my proclamation video. This is obviously something that I'm working on, saying I'm not taking this on anymore, and I hope that through this process it can actually be healed. And we'll see. But feel free to let me know what you guys think, maybe in a private message, or what your own experience with this has been. Or maybe I'll be in someone's documentary who's watching this right now. Okay, you guys. Well, I hope you have a great day, and yeah, I hope this was helpful for someone. Bye, you guys.